Okay, it's 11 a.m. sharp. I would have wanted to finish my 2-hour calisthenics session by this point, but I haven't even started. I've been so busy organising my bedroom because I've just moved rooms. It needed to be done though, in order to not wake up in complete and utter chaos every single morning. But because of that, I'm now here preparing my lunch. So I've got sandwich I'm about to make. I'm gonna make a crab stick sandwich. I'll use maybe 3 or 4 sticks with some salad cream. No need to put butter in it. Don't need that. And 300 grams of the jollof that I've got with some of the chicken included. Maybe 2 pieces of the chicken, and then the rest of it just being rice. So I'll get started. I've before making that first clip, made myself prepared and ready to go. So I'm gonna dish out this first, or I'm gonna make this sandwich first, put this on the left side, and then put the 300 grams here. That's where I'll fit. Now I think about that, I've got to get my fork ready. I'm not gonna eat with my, I could eat the jollof with my hands, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna eat with a fork. Now I was thinking, I could have 200 grams like I did last night of the jollof and just have a lot of water, but I reckon I'd want way more than just that because I would have been doing a lot of exercise, but that's not necessarily the case during the night time or during the evening. So I'm actually going to increase that 200 gram amount to 300 grams. Give myself plenty of food to eat because I'd be doing plenty of exercise, plenty of physical activity. So to make it easier for myself to recover from that, I'm gonna dish out a larger portion. Right, time to weigh out, time to go. I need to see which sort of batteries that the scale takes. I think I bought some in preparation for this. Oh, it's double A's. I was thinking, I have to check the battery sometime because I've seen the warning, but I at least know now. All right, after just checking the batteries, I've had to zero it again. All right, that's how much a toasty bread weighs. Now I've got to open this thing. That's pretty convenient. It's got the peel here. All right, I'll have 4 sticks and then just as much salad cream as I deem necessary. Not an excessive amount, but just a feasible amount. So it said 106 grams. I don't even think I'll peel them, you know. I think they'll just be fine as it is. Now look at that, 15 grams. 15 grams a piece. And it says overall it's 250. What's 15 times 16? Is that really 250? Out of convenience, I don't even want to shred it. So I'll just leave it as it is. So give or take, it's around about 15 a piece. Alright, that actually was more convenient than I thought it was going to be. It didn't take anywhere near as long. That's enough. I accidentally started pouring. It was basically just dripping out as I tilted it, like that. I didn't even need to put pressure on it by squeezing it. But okay. The phone cut off as I was recording. I had a lot of storage was being taken up by YouTube because of all the videos I was uploading, that I've been uploading as usual. So just getting back to it again, I wanted to show what I was doing and not just leave it off camera. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna wrap this up and I'll put it to the side like that, and then I'll add the jollof to the right of the sandwich, and then I'll add the fork outside of it. Okay, I'm now ready to add the rice. I'm just gonna stack it up to the right side as much as I can. And if it is an issue, I'll just lean the sandwich like that. Make sure I can pack it like this. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that instead. Create some more width in the container to add the rice in. Right, 300 grams it is. Of the rice and the chicken combined. I will be eating healthier one day. Okay, shopping to do, well, that I plan to do at least on either tomorrow or the day after. I don't remember. Alright, so that's the 2 pieces of chicken there. So I've got 225 grams of rice I can now add. Have a large portion. That way I'll make it easier for myself to stay full throughout my shift. So 1 spoonful is an extra 70 grams. I'll just show that. Another heapful. Again, around about 70 grams. That was 60 this time. So I'll just keep doing that then. So maybe like 2 more spoonfuls. Right, almost there. And then this would be food, almost packed, because I want to add some fruits. Oh, I've just gone overboard a little bit. 1 gram, take that off. There you go, and that's that. Lunch almost packed. That's lunch almost packed. Now I've got the fruits to add, and then I'm done. I can finally leave because I would have done what I needed to do. There's some things I'm just thinking that on my mind that in terms of tasks I want to do, not at home though, that I've got to do. I've got to make a note of that. I'll do that now. For fruits, I've managed to find pineapples. I'll have a chunk of these, a handful of these, and then that'll be lunch completely sorted. I've seen some satsumas as well I can have, but they look a bit old. They look like they're going off. You know, they don't look fresh. I don't look like fruits that aren't fresh. No one's gonna eat. I don't think anyone's gonna eat them. I'm just gonna throw them away. They look like. I'll show them. They don't look all that pleasant. They look like they're starting to get a bit dry, or that you can really squeeze into them. I don't know what the word is for that, but yeah, whatever that word is, that. I haven't even made food for now. I need to have something to eat. So I'm feeling not poorly, but I feel like I'm gonna throw up a little bit. I'm just about starting to feel like that because I haven't had anything to eat. I'll have 6 of these. I think that's a reasonable portion, and I'll just cling film it. I really like pineapples. I've never thought of it like this, but it genuinely might be one of the fruits that I like the most in terms of taste and texture. But it's just afterwards where it feels like I've cut my tongue. Maybe from these pieces here, maybe I just need to cut them off more. But yeah, that's it. That is lunch done. Now I need something right now because I'm feeling really hungry and I'm not doing this exercise session hungry. So what do I have? I was thinking of going out and getting something to eat. Convenience didn't I tell you convenience? That's what I'm pursuing. Because I just want to, I want to hurry up. I want to hurry because I'm not following through with plans of getting this calisthenics session done in the morning. Because it's like 17 past 11 now. I would have wanted to finish by now, and I would have wanted to be, I planned to be preparing for today's shift now. Not be at home still. Times are changing. Well, the way how I go about my way of life are changing. It is changing. I'm getting more sleep. This is the second time, the second day in a row I've got more sleep. I felt a little bit tired, and I tried to rest that off rather than immediately get up, and I just felt more tired. But that's a part of why I don't mind how much I'm sleeping, it's just the timing. That's all I'd like to work on. Because how much I'm sleeping is actually much improved from the past, where I might be getting 3 hours or 2 hours or 4 hours of sleep. It's not like that anymore. I've immediately improved my how many hours I get sleeping, and therefore my sleep quality, because I was sleeping too little, by having all of the screens I'd usually use when I'd be in the bedroom downstairs. Like, all the plugs are here. So to make it wait, I forgot. I need to fill my water bottle as well. Otherwise I've got something to drink. Yeah, I'm really liking how the quality of life is changing. But as I say, it's changing. It's not like I've been living in more ideal quality of life like I am now for years. It's something I'm adjusting to. It's something I'm working on. So it's just gonna take a while before it's I've been out the way to, or before I would have mastered having a really healthy sleep routine, and I'll be getting up at the times I want to get up before the sun comes up. Yeah, all that stuff. Okay, so I've got a break. All I have to do now, I've washed the glass beforehand. All I have to do now, I'd say pat it dry a little bit, and then get one bag for this food, and then one bag for the drink, and then that is food for the shift, completely ready to go. To be fair, I could have the sandwich now, but I'll just get something out. I could have some of the rice now. Yeah, that's more convenient. Don't have to get takeaway when there's food right in front of me. But in terms of convenience, I want to be eating more healthy foods and bulk cook more healthy foods, so and make that more convenient. To be fair, just like how this is how I could have my healthy food out, maybe beside it. So actually, I'll get a plate now. Get maybe 250 grams, and then a couple of pineapple slices, with 250 grams of the rice and the chicken combined, and then a couple of the pineapple slices, and then that's it, good to go. That's way more convenient than going out. Yeah, so in terms of convenience, I can now think about having something to eat at home, and then take it from there. Because I've gone and taken 6 slices, I'm gonna just have to, for now, start off with that as a starter. And then maybe have 250 grams of, I don't know, that might be too much, because I wanna just go out. I wanna just go out and have my session. So that might actually be too much. Oh, easy. Just make sure it's zeroed. There you go. So that's gonna be my starter. Have some fruits to start off, and that's not actually all that much. I'll have another one. It's really, these things are slippery, Nah, it's really fresh. All right, that's 78 grams there. Then I'll have 200 grams of this and a lot of water, like I did last night. Cool. to get this going. Right now, it's gonna be, as I said, 200 grams of the rice and the chicken. It will be quite filling on the premise that I eat up and drink up, like I said yesterday in the food log I made, but I haven't yet uploaded. I'll be doing that today. I've got actually, now I think about it, I've got to make that community post. I'm gonna wash the spoon and then I'm gonna make a note to do that. No, I've already made a note, but I'll just do it now, I think. Or sometime very soon. Like it's on the mind. Although I think at my age, I definitely could have my nutritional decisions way more thought out than I already am, beyond convenience. I think it'd be helpful if I just stayed patient with myself, because chronological age doesn't necessarily determine how well thought out you go about your nutritional choices and just life in general. Because if you've been doing it for years on years, but you're 17 years old, you're probably making more sensible decisions than someone that is my age, for example, or even triple their age at 17 in their early to mid 50s. But okay, anyway, I am now gonna have, try and find, oh look at that, that's a massive piece. Oh, easy. So that's now on 0, it was on 3 grams for some reason. So that's 60. So that's like a quarter of the meal already, so I'll just have that one piece. And then the rest of it I'll have as rice. My stomach is feeling quite tense. I'm feeling quite hungry. But 200 grams and over a litre of water will do it. So that's a 50-gram spoonful, give or take. Then I have another 2 of those. 160. So that was 47 grams, around about 50. I sense my mind's becoming a bit sharper as I'm eating less. I'm making way more conscious decisions, even if it's gradually, in terms of how much I'm eating. And then I'll deal with what I'm eating later on in a couple of days, literally. No exaggerating. Because I plan to shop either tomorrow or in a couple of days. But that's that there done. I'm gonna microwave that, and then when I have that for starters. So at 11:26, even though I wanted to be out here, I would have wanted to be outside by this point. This is the meal I'm having. Meal 1, 11:26 a.m. and I've got my lunch prepared for later on. I'll get the hang of the routines. I keep on adjusting to this different way of life. I do have to be patient with myself because I have had an unemployment streak of less than 1 year and 8 months. So I do have to be patient. Or I think it would benefit me. I've got my cups ready. Oh, my drink ready. I've been drinking, I've had at least 2 of these before because I was feeling so dehydrated this morning. So I've had a couple of those already. That's like 0.6 litres. So I'm gonna microwave this. The heat of the food might give me the illusion I'm feeling more full. Maybe. Because of all that steam in the stomach as well. But anyway, that's that. I'm gonna heat that up and then I'm gonna munch. I don't think I'll record myself talking. This time I just want to eat, so I'll leave it at that. That's meal 1 in the microwave, ready to go, but I'm gonna have my starters for now because I'm feeling so hungry I don't even want to talk on camera. That's how I'm feeling, but that's okay. I don't need to make it unnecessarily difficult for myself or to talk as I'm eating every meal, even when I don't want to. No, just at least more often than not, allow myself to have my thoughts come together, because I don't need to put myself in a position where I'm having headaches every single day, which I was doing from feeling so stressed. I mean, I feel more relaxed now, but especially because of the sleep. That's relevant to the food choices I make, because if I feel more stressed, I might make more unhealthy decisions out of convenience, and I might be quite inattentive to my food choices. I just be going out and saying, "Well, I'm out. I don't have any food," even though I might, and I'll just go get some chips, some chicken and chips, or something that's usual. Wow, my quads are feeling quite sore. Oh, I did do a leg workout. I taught a leg workout. My quads, wow. Yeah, I don't even really think about how much physical activity I'd be doing in the classes. I just be thinking about my own personal goals. But anyway, I'm done talking. I'm gonna watch some Kai Green, that bodybuilding documentary. I forgot what it's called. I think it was the one made in 2012. Yeah, gonna watch that. Come up with some more ideas as to how I could further go down a more ideal way of life. Just keep watching that over and over and over again. Maybe pick up some different things. But yeah, I'm done talking now. Wow, that was a star and a half. I had that pretty quickly, but I feel full from that already. I want to have some water though. Eat up and drink up, even though the pineapple obviously had a lot of water content in it. I've just found the documentary, by the way, as I've been eating, and the title of it is Kai Green, A Day in the Life, Part 1 of 3. That's the video I'd watch to further just think about how I could improve my way of life every now and then anyway. Wow, I'm starting to get into the habit of just having one forkful and drinking, one forkful and drinking like half. It's like 150 milliliters worth of water, or half the cup, which is around 150 milliliters worth. I feel so full already. I sense I'm getting to feeling stuffed because I'm going out my way to eat up and drink up. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on watching that documentary, as I get prepared to watch. It's 11:59 now, according to the clock on the wall, and I just wanted to make a note that even though I did have a few of the pineapples, maybe 4 or 3, I don't remember. It was around about 70-ish grams worth. I still feel quite constipated, so I definitely need to have more fruits in my diet then. I just wanted to say that because even though it does look like I'm going out my way to eat more healthily with the fruits, even still right now, I don't think my efforts are enough specifically for my body to function healthily. To not, for example, feel constipated. So I've just got to do a bit more. Just do a bit more, just keep on adding on to my efforts. It's not to say that my efforts are invalid or they just don't count somehow. They definitely do. It's just that I'd like to get further closer to that point where I've allowed my body to function completely normally and smoothly. Yeah. Alright, okay. I am now completely packed, ready to go. Because of timing, when I got up, I don't know how I'm going to fit in a 2 hours calisthenic session and also sleep, give myself a window to sleep and feel refreshed for tomorrow's shift. Because of when it is, I don't know, but I'll do my best to make it happen. I'm definitely, I'll go out my way to not stress about it, because when all's said and done, I won't be able to undo the fact that I would have stressed today about not doing an exercise session that I plan to do. No, I plan to do it today, so I'll at least try as much as I can to do it today. Alright, cool. To be more explicit with what I might be hinting at is making the sessions that I plan to do non-negotiable. Even if I don't do the 2 hours, I can at least say I tried, and I can get closer to doing 2 hours next time and hit the minimum amount of hours I'd like to use on calisthenics a week. In this case, as I'm going to do a pull-up session, which is 4 hours a week. Yeah. Or if anything, I can split it up into smaller chunks, so I find it easier to handle, like doing a 1 hour session rather than two, and then get back to doing a 2 hour sessions like that, or just splitting it up into smaller chunks, just getting it done, getting it in somehow. And then I can build on making, give myself larger windows to do the 2 hour workouts I want to do, which I find I make a lot of progress in. That's why I'm doing it in the first place, not as a chore. Even though it might seem like that in these sorts of moments where I'd be trying to stress and get it, I'll go out my way to do at least 1 hour. I think that's manageable. And then right why I'm doing 1 hour rather than two today, even though I plan to do two. Split it into smaller chunks basically that I can manage and that I don't stress over. Because I can get there with doing the 2 hour sessions, but I can't undo feeling the stress in which I try and cram it in. I'm not cramming sessions in, I don't want to do that. It doesn't have to be like that. I feel ready for the session. I don't feel like I'm experiencing the spine pain I was yesterday, so I'll at least do 1 hour. Now, that would make it, I'm contradicting myself by saying it's non-negotiable, because if it's non-negotiable, would that not then mean I'd be doing 2 hours? Regardless of how much I'd have to cram it in. I'll try. My answer to such a comment is I'll at least give it a go. And as I get more used to this different way of life, I find it easier to do 2 hour sessions and things like that. But anyway, I'm done talking now. I've got things to do, places to be. At least I'm feeling less stressed about it though, so cheers to that. And speaking of how many cups of water of these, how many cups of these I had of the water, I'd say around about 3 as I was eating, at least 3 or 4. This is probably my 5th one, yeah. So that's at least 1 litre or so. As I had the pineapple meal and the jollof rice meal. Speaking of, in fact, maybe I didn't drink enough water. I do feel really full, but that is just as much a part of not feeling constipated as the food is. Yeah, I'd always feel dehydrated. I feel quite dehydrated instantly from the rice, so I think that's a part of the problem. Now that I think about it and taking things more slowly and being more attentive, because I noticed that yesterday. I was wondering, why is it that after having 1 forkful of the rice, I feel instantly and significantly dehydrated? Why is that? I don't know for sure. Maybe it's the salt content. Maybe it's the salt content absorbing the water in my throat. I don't know, because that rice did taste quite salty. So from a chemical standpoint, maybe that's what's going on. And that's why I feel so instantly dehydrated after even 1 forkful of that rice. And bear in mind, there's salt in the chicken as well. So I'm not only now I think about it, I'm not only setting myself up for high blood pressure with all that salt content in the chicken and the rice, which I wouldn't have thought about, but I'm also setting myself up for dehydration with how much salt content is in the rice and the chicken. Because I think the salt would be able to absorb the rice, or no, the salt would be able to absorb the water, I think. Or maybe that's just inaccurate information. I don't know. But it's something, it's definitely food for thought, no pun intended, definitely thought-provoking. It could be that. But I definitely wouldn't have been having these different sorts of thoughts if I were rushing about everywhere. And even if that does mean with the calisthenics session I have 1 hour, I do 1 hour instead of 2 hours, so be it, because these are the sorts of thoughts that had helped me along with my nutrition for the rest of my life. I'd be thinking those thoughts again, but it wouldn't be so necessarily mind-blowing or eye-opening, because I would have had the thoughts years in the past at this point compared to however long I live. I don't know, but say I get to my 30s, I wouldn't have to have these thoughts then, because I would have had the thoughts about mastering my nutrition now. I can if I want, but it'd be more so of convenience, and I just find it, I would have built so many habits, I'd imagine, so many helpful habits with my nutrition, just every aspect of my life, that I wouldn't have to get it together, because I'm doing that now in my early 20s. Yeah, but anyway, I'm done talking now. As I said, got places to go and got things to do and places to be. That's it from here for now. I got some brownies because someone was willing to just give them away. Let's just see what this is like, to see how much it weighs. 40 grams. It's probably a lot of sugar in there. I'll try it out now. Oh damn. It's way more creamy than I expected. Oh damn. That's really creamy. I think it's that, whatever's there in that white layer. Damn. I don't like the brownies as creamy. But it definitely would, yeah. Don't like them this creamy. But it definitely is edible. And then I'm gonna have the pineapples with that as well. That might be quite the tasty mix. I'm gonna try it out. Alright, a few hours later, it is 9:31 p.m. and I just wanted to explain what was going on for the past few minutes. So, as I showed, there was, I had some jollof rice and then the sandwich. I just want to log down when I had the rice and then when I had the sandwich and also the brownies. So I'll do that now. The first clip of me showing the rice and the sandwich was at 4:55 p.m. Now, I thought I was going to be able to eat all of it, but I didn't. Not because I wasn't feeling hungry, but because I had stuff to do. I had a class to teach. It was a class that I didn't want to teach at first, but with the appropriate preparation, I'm okay with it now. That class has gone, that class went pretty smoothly actually. I'll make a note to actually talk about how that class went. It just shows that doing my own exercise helped with that, the pull-up session. It just shows that if I can make progress with a pull-up session, for example, then I can make progress of teaching the classes, even if it doesn't seem like it. I can, and although my parents didn't go out their way to teach me about empowerment and feeling ready to do things, it's just something that I've been learning through exercise. Maybe, to be fair, I might be wrong, because if I were to then think differently, that I'd challenge my points of view, and then I might have thought that all of that injustice I could have experienced could have just been one massive just lie to myself, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, that's not for now. I'm going to leave that conversation for later. But that was the 4:55 was the time that I showed the jollof rice for the first time, and then onto the second clip of me showing the jollof rice. I'm going to find the time for that now. It was 6:42 p.m. So at around about this same time, I was just eating and eating and eating because I needed it. I felt so hungry going into that class. Even though I do like how it went, it is much improved from the last time I taught it. This is the second time I taught this sort of class. I felt so hungry going into it, and I think that's why I was able to just keep eating and eating and eating and eating. That's very relevant though. It's very relevant because that also does play a part in how many calories I'd be intaking on a daily basis. Now, if I am intaking a surplus more than I am expending, that then means I'd be gaining weight, which I don't want to do. I want to carry on decreasing my weight. So all these sort of factors, they definitely do play a part in how much I'd eat and how quickly I eat. I was eating and eating and eating and eating. Wow, the brownies, they were okay, but I think just personal preference, I like my brownies more like fudge, not creamy. That was just really creamy. That all that white stuff, it was like icing in the brownie. I didn't like that at all. If I were to get offered those sorts of brownies, I don't think I'd take them, you know, because of personal preference, even though the person that baked the brownies is obviously competent with baking them. As they said, they're an avid baker. But yeah, that's that. I'm gonna find out the specific time which I showed the brownies. So I'm doing more timekeeping, making it very accurate in terms of when I film clips. It was 2 past 7 in the evening. Speaking of, I've actually got a half-hour log that I'm in the process of uploading. This would be the 1st of October log that I've got that I want to upload. All ready to go. This is part 2. This in itself is actually relevant. I'm reviewing how I'm eating now. I've just realised that that's what I've gone and that's what I'm just gonna make myself do. But I'm okay with that because this all matters short and long term. So yeah, this is it. I had a whole load of crisps and chocolate that day. So obviously you've got the dime there, but it is difficult to see. But that's the Twix Extra. That's there. I might do something similar tomorrow because I do want to get a healthy amount of sleep, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do that and then also pack for tomorrow. So I think I might go and actually buy some stuff. I know where I can go. I can get myself a meal deal, but man, I would probably demolish that meal deal, but in terms of spending, it's so, I'm putting my financial situation in the fast lane. I think it's quite the financially irresponsible decision to just keep on out of convenience, spending and spending and spending and spending. It's partially because I haven't yet gone shopping. I haven't yet, it hasn't yet been the day that I wanted to go shopping. It's either tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, one of these days I will. I have planned to do it though. But anyway, I am done. I'm gonna end the video here. I've done a lot of shouting today with these classes, so my throat feels quite sore. I think I should probably get a mic for these classes. I don't want to permanently damage my throat. That's a big deal. And in terms of nutrition, that would explain why I'd want to keep drinking, because my throat feels sore from all that shouting. I think I just have to shout, maybe as I was speaking to manager about, from the chest rather than just from the throat and really stressing it. I don't do that on purpose, but I have it I don't really shout. It's out of character for me. This is the sort of volume that I talk at on a regular basis when I think out loud, and also when I talk to people. It'd just be slightly louder, not much louder than this, so it definitely is out of character for me. However, that does come with a cost. It does come with its benefits. Because I am talking in all sorts of volumes, quiet, at a moderately loud volume that people can hear at but isn't shouting at them, isn't me shouting at them, and also when I do shout at them, it seems like I'm becoming more socially adept with talking to people, because I have to talk to people all different sorts of tones. Again, when I think out loud, it'd be quiet, and then when I'm talking to people, moderately loud but just not excessively loud, and then during the classes I'd shout because I wouldn't use a microphone. I just think it's more, reason being, I just think it's more convenient for me to not have to set up the mic, but I might permanently damage my throat if I don't, if I keep feeling this sore throat from shouting like 45 minutes a class. And sometimes I do a minimum of 2 45-minute classes, or 1 45-minute class and a 30-minute class. So that's me shouting for literally over an hour on a regular basis. Yeah, but anyway, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. If I think I've had enough, then I'll just use the mic. It's not that big a deal. I just have to get used to wearing it. That's all. I don't have to destroy my throat for this job, and the people that work there don't expect me to either. It's just something that I'm doing by choice, quite frankly. Something I can go out my way to work around. But that's it. I'll end it here. This is the end of the video. I need to sleep. It is going on 10 o'clock and I want to get enough hours to feel refreshed. So this is it. I'm out. And cheers to another day of recording my nutrition. I can always look back at this even years down the line and see how things were going and why I was, or why I'm at where I'm at now. And then in the future, I'll be looking at why I was where I was at this time, seeing as this would be past tense. This would be no more than history. Yeah, I like to imagine that when I look back at this period of my life, I look at it as a transformational period. That is the objective. Somewhere deep down to go out my way to transform my way of life to make it more ideal, as I'd say. And I definitely would say that I've been successfully doing that, honestly. But it's 9:41 p.m. I've got to get this sleep in sometime, so I'm out. And cheers to another day's worth of tracking. And I will shop. I will shop. I will shop. Where are my plans? I wanted to go out. Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay then. Yeah, it's tomorrow. I said after shift, immediately go to a supermarket to go shop, and I've got my limits for the budget. So yeah, it's not one of these days. It's tomorrow. It's not even the day after tomorrow. So I've got to get that set up. I've got an idea of the things I want to buy, so I don't need to start buying more and more stuff gradually, because there's a lot of stuff that's not mine in the fridge, so I don't have all that much space to fit the stuff that I'd get in. I can change that with through getting my own mini fridge and mini freezer, but I want to make the change more sustainable and make that investment later as I have more money coming in. When I'm ready, I'll then do it. I just want to take it more gradually, start actually shopping again. As I've now got settled into this move, it's definitely been a while. So yeah, anyway, that's that. I'm done, and cheers to further carrying on. Cheers to carrying on with this nutrition, and cheers to further developing it by following through with plans, making it more ideal through ideas. You can't spell ideal without spelling idea first. And in order to live more ideally, I have to come up with the ideas to do that first and then act on those things. But yeah, I've got to sleep, so I'm going to end it here. If I don't end it, I probably won't. There's an end to everything, and I know this, even life. But yeah, I've just got to go. Peace. Cheers to another day's worth of tracking. It will get more advanced over time and more developed through changing what I eat, not how much I eat. I'm fine with that now. I'd say that that's in place, but yeah, what I eat is I'm gonna change that eventually. One more thing though, I think I had because I was feeling so hungry after that second class I was teaching, I had like 500 grams of food, and it went down like I demolished that. I was just eating and eating and eating and drinking and drinking and drinking. But that's for me feeling so hungry. But anyway, I'm gonna end it now. Peace. Cheers to another day's worth of tracking, and cheers to carrying on. Cheers to making this making how I eat healthier through changing what I eat. But I'll keep how much I'm eating the same, because I feel happy with that. It aligns with my goals of decreasing my weight. But anyway, I'm gone now. Bye.